As I'm recording this today, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving just played their first game together in a win against the Washington Wizards. This game prompted me to wonder, where will Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving rank as duos at the end of this season? But before I get into the video, remember to like and subscribe. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are two of the most talented players to ever play the game that we know as basketball. Kevin Durant is considered to be one of the greatest scorers of all time, and in my eyes, he is the best ever. As Stephen A. Smith says, he's a 6'10" guy with a 7'6" wingspan with a handle, and he can pull up from 30 and average 27 in his sleep. And while he might say that a bit too much, he's not wrong. KD, due to both his height and skill, can score on anyone through a combination of pulling up for a 3 or a mid-ranger, or putting the ball on the floor and driving to the basket and dunking on somebody. As well as his skill in running ISO plays, during his time at Golden State, he showed that he can also play as part of a complex offense and utilize playmaking and off-ball scoring. As well as his offensive prowess, KD also has great defensive skills, something that he showed a lot during the 2017-18 season. During that season, Durant finished 9th in DVOY voting in a season where he averaged nearly 2 blocks. He also played great defense, which was especially valuable in the series against Houston and against LeBron in the finals. Kyrie Irving has a case for the most talented player ever. The combination of his handles, his jump shot, and his finishing skills create a strong case for him. Kyrie is also an extremely efficient player, shooting a career 39% from 3, 48% from the field, and 88% from the free throw line. Irving, as I said before, has an amazing handle, and I believe that he has the best ball handling skills ever. However, Kyrie's skills don't finish at his shooting and ball handling, they also extend into his finishing. Kyrie has some of the smoothest layups in the league, and allows him to drive and score on any defender in the paint. All these offensive weapons he has allows him to score on anyone, no matter how good of a defender they are, as they have to be wary of him scoring on them from anywhere beyond the half-court line. The combination of these guys' skill sets puts them in an elite category of duos that not many can compare to. In terms of pure skill, there are only a few that can rival them. For starters, the obvious ones that are better than them are Kobe and Shaq, Jordan and Pippen, Curry and Durant, Johnson and Abdul-Jabbar, as well as LeBron and Wade. However, I do think that Irving and Durant compared to Stockton and Malone, LeBron and Davis, Bird and McHale, and Curry and Thompson in terms of skill level. In terms of skill levels, this puts them around the 6 to 11 range of duos. Now let's get into their accomplishments. I know what you may be thinking. KD and Kyrie have barely ever played together, let alone accomplished anything. But while KD and Kyrie haven't accomplished anything together so far, I think we can make a few assumptions about what they will do together. At this point in time, both Kyrie and Kevin Durant have 2 more years left on their contracts, with a player option available for them at the end of it. Assuming they re-sign another 3-year contract after theirs has expired, they will have 5 years together as a duo in Brooklyn, where they will be 33 and 37 respectively. While there are some good teams out there, like the Lakers, Nuggets, and Bucks, I think we can assume that they will win at least 1 championship together. So let's say they win 2 together. The Nets team, as presently constructed, are a very talented team. So talented in fact that without KD and Kyrie for most of last season, they managed to get to the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. Players such as Spencer Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert, and Jarrett Allen all will be with the Nets for the next few years, and this gives the Nets a great bench and a lot of depth. With this offensive and defensive power outside of their 2 stars, the Brooklyn Nets should be able to succeed in the playoffs due to their versatility on both sides of the court. The only teams that can really match this kind of talent outside of their 2 stars are the Nuggets and the Bucks, and considering the combined talent of KD and Kyrie, they should have a strong chance of beating both of these teams. The hardest challenge will be beating the Lakers, but given the fact that LeBron isn't getting any younger, and yes, I do know that he seems to be defying everything we thought we knew about age, he is still quite a bit older than both KD and Kyrie. Given this fact, I think it is fair to assume that while LeBron will still be a great player for the next 5 years, it is a bit of a stretch to assume that he'll be the best player in the world in 2025. Therefore, I think it is perfectly fine to assume that the Nets will win 2 championships with KD and Kyrie. This puts them in the conversation with Curry and Durant, LeBron and Wade, Thomas and Dumas, as well as Hakeem and Otis Thorpe, while other duos such as Magic and Kareem, Jordan and Pippen, Bird and McHale, Curry and Thompson, and Bill Russell and Sam Jones have won more together as duos. This puts KD and Kyrie around the 6 to 10 range, assuming they win 2 championships together as the leading players on this team. So after looking over both their skills and likely accomplishments, I think we can make a judgment of where KD and Kyrie will rank as a duo all time. By comparing these things to other legendary duos throughout NBA history, here is where I think they will rank when it is all said and done. I believe that KD and Kyrie won't reach the likes of Kobe and Shaq, Jordan and Pippen, Curry and Durant, or Magic and Kareem, but I think all in all, they can be in the 6 to 12 range with the likes of LeBron and Wade, Bird and McHale, Curry and Thompson, and Thomas and Dumas. So what do you guys think? How many championships do you think KD and Kyrie will win together? And where do you think that they will rank as all-time duos? Let me know down in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe.